and welcome to my kitchen in Denver, Colorado. Today I'm going to show you some do-it-yourself mental enrichment and stimulation games that you can make right in your own home. So the first one I'm going to show you is a muffin tin. So with the muffin tin, you're just going to take an empty one, and it quickly becomes a do-it-yourself food puzzle game. So you can take a few different pieces of kibble and put it inside the holes. Then what you do is you take a few different tennis balls and you put the balls on top of the kibble pieces. And the whole goal is for your dog to be able to try to knock the balls out, and then he or she is rewarded with the pieces of kibble inside. So this is the first game that you can do. The next game is you can take an egg carton, cereal boxes, cracker boxes, anything from recycling, and you can open it up. Obviously it needs to be an empty egg carton, and you can toss a few pieces of kibble. You could maybe even use some high value treats and put it inside. And then what you can do is shut it and then give this to your dog. A word of advice for these particular recycled do-it-yourself toys: if your dog has a nasty habit of going into the trash or the recycling bin, please make sure that you have a management plan to keep that particular trash bin away from your dog. This could potentially increase their desire to grab these recycled items. Another option for you would be to only give this toy to your dog outside in the backyard, so it's completely out of context within the house. So the dog learns I can have these items in the backyard, I can't necessarily have these items in the house. But again, a really good management plan is always best. Number 3 is very similar to number 2, and you can take a paper towel roll and you can close the ends. This is a toilet paper roll, but you can also take a paper towel roll, and then you sprinkle a few pieces of treat in here. You can use their kibble, and then you close this, and then you give this to them as the toy. Lots of times they'll knock it around and the food will fall outside. A word to the wise about these: if your dog ingests some of these products, like if they're really excited about paper products or things like that, and they ingest them, please do not give these particular toys to your dog. And I would refer to my previous blogs where I post about specific hard plastic or rubber toys that would be really safe for that kind of dog. Please also give these to your dog while you're supervising them first, so that you know exactly how they're going to interact with this particular item. So that's do-it-yourself number 3. Number 4 is super fun for hot days. What it is we created a pretty gross. We took wet food and pumpkin and we mixed it together, and we made sort of like a goop, and we put it in an ice cube tray. So you can take an empty ice cube tray, you drop the goop into these pieces, and then you freeze. And then what you can do later on is just crack this, and then you have a really, really yummy frozen treat for your dog. You can give this to them inside their crate or maybe in the backyard, because it might be a little bit messier, but this is a really nice way to get them licking and enjoying a treat on their own. So that's do-it-yourself number 4. A word on that is when you're purchasing pumpkin or wet food or cream cheese or something like that, make sure that you're buying ingredients that are all natural and they don't have added sugar in them. So last but not least, I really like this one, and some vet clinics are using it to create a positive association while the dog is getting a vaccination or is being restrained for a vet clinic procedure, which is super cool. They take peanut butter, or in this case almond butter, and they wind up spreading it around the bowl, and they get it really, really, really nice all over the bowl, and then they wind up freezing it. And then this is another great frozen treat for your dog. They can just lick the bowl clean. Another great option and how they use it in the vet clinic is if I am restraining the dog, another person can actually hold this while they're licking constantly so that they're focused on this and not necessarily a nail clipping procedure or a vaccine or something like that. So this could be really fun for you if you have to handle your dog in a specific way that they don't typically like. So another example would be cleaning the paws. Another example is pulling like some burrs or something like that out of their fur. You could be giving them this when you're brushing them. So all of these are really great frozen items. So what I want you to do now that you watch this video, is choose 2 items that you're going to implement this week with your dog. Hopefully you guys will have a lot of fun and you'll get to watch your dog be a creative genius at home. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.